Welcome everybody, I'm Jill Blanchett with Green Thumb Stampers. I'm here to show you the Safari Celebration paper pumpkin alternates that I created for February 2022. So, hey Debbie Green. So let me switch this around. And you guys will be good to go. All right, this is the kit called Safari Celebration, and I'm calling this card 1. Here's my card that I created. All right. Some of my customers that come for my free alternates class will have this kit. You may have it in your hands because you didn't come to the house, but otherwise people come to my house and we put them together. So what you need is a 8.5 by 5.5 piece of paper. I have Blackberry Bliss, score it at 4 1/4. And burnish on that fold. I have a piece of basic white that is 2 inches wide by 4 1/4. And I took the little cupcake stamp from the kit with Versamark. And I'm just going to stamp the little cupcakes all over. Now, the Versamark ink is just like a watermark. You are not going to really see it until you get it in the right light, and you will see it sort of like a reflection on the paper. And I don't even know if I can get a good enough angle to show you, but you got to trust me, they're there. The little cupcakes are there. They're that faint. So I just wanted you to know that you're not going to see them. Let's see if you could see them on this one. No, you can't see them on that one either, but they're very faint. They are there. So I just wanted something to break up that anybody that knows Mike helps me with my, when I get a card done, I say, what do you think? And then he gives me his opinion, and he always likes something in the background. He doesn't like just the plain white. So I usually jazz it up a little bit so that I don't have to hear him say that. And then I took one of the purple cards, and that is also cut at 2 inches by 5 1/4. And I might have said that wrong a minute ago on that other one. They're 2 inches by 5 1/4. And then I adhered that one over on the other side of the paper. Go ahead, I'm going to glue that one down. Sheila's on too. Hi, Sheila. So then we're going to glue that one down on here. And I'm going to have a little bit different size of my, I put this too close to the edge, but I'm not going to peel it off. My, oh, I just might, you guys, because it's going to bother me. That little tiny bit is starting to give me a twitch. Let's see if I could peel it up. Else is, please tell me I'm not the only one that's all about making it look more even. It just, you know, you say it's not going to bother me, I'm not going to let it bother me, and it bothers me to the point where I can't keep going because it bothers me, but I don't know why. I guess maybe I'm a little bit of a perfectionist that I don't realize. But there, see now I moved it over just that little smidge, and it makes me feel better. So then I took one of the envelopes from the kit. Let me bring this picture back in. This green card base that went with has a green envelope, and they are patterned all the way through. So I used the tailored tag punch that is retired, or if it's not retired, it's retiring. I just know in my head I saw that recently. And then I was going to put them all like this. But then they didn't line up right for me. And so I put them closer together so it didn't spread out through the whole card. I overlapped them just a smidge. And I think it was just me. I think I just put them on there wrong. And you know, if you put it on the least bit crooked, everything's going to go kitty wampus on you. So I think that was how I ended up with them overlapped just a smidge. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to glue them down like so. And I must have glue on my finger because it's not wanting to, it's sticking to me. So I'm going to start by putting the two in the middle, and I'm going to go with that be in the middle. Let's see what I get down here. Got to come just a smidge down. And again, I'm trying to place them evenly on the side to side kind of thing on that. Hopefully that looks good. Let's see if these are going to slide up there. This will be, like I said, our telltale. Maybe I should put these side pieces on first. That'll be our telltale if it's on there straight or not. And you're not really going to see it if I'm a little smidge crooked because we're going to cover it up. And same here, I've got the seam from the envelope there where I punched them out, but you're not going to see that. So put that like toward the inside and you won't see it. I was making sure I didn't have a second one that had the seam on it. Oh, Mike's got dinner started and it's starting to make its way downstairs. It smells really good. He took it out of the freezer, so I'll give myself the credit because I made it and put it in the freezer. He's just throwing it in the oven today because we're having meatloaf. It sounded good to him. Meatloaf, mashed potatoes. I think he's making asparagus. So there, I put the 4 pieces from the envelope in there, and I did not bring over the little deer guy. I thought I had everything all in my kit. I made up the little kits to, there's a little deer guy. He's kind of creepy. I'm not exactly sure what he is, if it's an antelope or what he is, but he's tall and wearing bell bottoms and a cheetah shirt. So he already has the yay and everything up there on his antlers. So I'm just going to pop it up. And on this card, I did squeeze stuff in. Now that I think about it, I did squeeze it in so the green didn't cover quite so much of the card, but I kind of like it that way with it all over like that. So I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back of this guy, girl, whatever it is. And I'm going to cut one in half because they're too big for up there by the antlers. So I'm going to cut it in half and stick it on like that. Peel the tops off. I'm going to stick it on here. And like this. Kind of just making sure that it's even spaced from the top to the bottom if you can. Or if you don't care, just plop it on there. And this card's really simple, as you can see. Then I took the happy birthday have my small block, so we'll have to use this one. Got the happy birthday. And this would make a good one if you cut it right there. And then you'd have happy birthday. You could use them as 2 individual stamps. I got happy birthday as 1, and I'll put it here. But you know what I did? I did originally stamp happy and birthday separate. So I'm going to go over here. We're going to put birthday. Just want birthday. There we go. And I cut it out by hand. I just snipped it off. And the paper in your kit is probably a little bit wider than it needs to be. Just because I didn't know if somebody might use a different sentiment than the one in the kit. Oops. And then I put it on a piece of Blackberry Bliss. Again, I'm just going to try and trim it by hand. I popped it up with a dimensional. Put it out there a little bit. And I trimmed up the birthday. Same thing. Could get my trimmer out. This is a little bit longer one, and I'm bound to go crooked on it. That's all right. I'm going to adhere that to the Blackberry Bliss. Trim it up again. There we go. And I'll put a dimensional on the back of that one. And kind of stick that. And since that's not exactly straight, I'm going to tuck it under there so it doesn't look quite as... Now, and I probably should have those a little bit closer together. Just saying. Don't want to spread it out too far. And so there we go. I got another piece for the inside. And you could stamp the cupcake or something in Blackberry Bliss on the inside, just to you know, stay in the theme, the follow through with the goodies on the outside. Let's see if I could. I would need to mask these better, but let's see if I can put this guy right. There we go. So there we have it. This is our first card from the Safari Celebration Kit.